Hey, boys. No baseball tonight. And October's over. So I figured I better shoot this thing. Before we forget about what happened here and what transpired, in the fantasy baseball year this year. So I figured I'll entertain you with a little trip down memory lane. You see, this is actually our 10th year doing this. Can you believe it, boys? 10 years. 11 years if you count the COVID year. I don't. I literally don't remember it. Whoever won, congrats. I do not remember that. But it's our 10 year in the ESPN League doing this. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of look back at the past 10 years. But before we do, again, this year ended a lot like other years have, with very familiar names at the top. So I want to give congratulations, as always, to Brett Consul, Brian Galvin, Mark Blaylock on a year well played. Second, third, and fourth place finishers. Well done, valiantly fought. But yeah, like I said, it's our 10th year doing this, and there's a pretty cool feature on the app called League History. If you go there, they have all sorts of fun stats that I jotted down for you guys that I thought I'd share with you. Here, let me sit up a little bit. And looking back, the same credit goes to those same three guys that finished at the top with me this year. So firstly, Mark Blaylock, over the past 10 years, averaging 73.5 points per season, averaging finishing position of 5th place, 6 top 5 finishes, 4 top 3 finishes, and 2 championships. That's a hell of an impressive decade, Mark. Well done. Brian Galvin, averaging 78.5 points per season, averaging finishing position of 4th, 9 top 5 finishes, 6 top 3 finishes, 1 championship. Well done, Galv. And Brett Consul, averaging 70.2 points per season, averaging finishing position of 5th, 8 top 5 finishes, 7 top 3 finishes, 2 championships. My favorite bridesmaid. I wouldn't want anyone else at the altar with me, Brett. Anyone at all. What a year. Thank you. And then yours truly, averaging 84.3 points per season, 9 top 5 finishes, 7 top 3 finishes, and the only one with now 3 championships to my name. Cheers to me. For those keeping score at home, that's 8 championships and 24 top 3 finishes between us 4. The rest of you need to evaluate your approach. Especially you, Alex. And there's more on you in a bit. But holy shit. Also, what else was historic? Just an historic season all around. The 19-point win by me over largest point difference over second place in the history of the league. Can you believe that? The second highest was Marco's Bulldozer 2016 championship team that won by a margin of 16.5 points. Fun fact. Told you there'd be some. But that was not the only record set this year. Alex Carbolito finished with 13 fucking points. 13. Let that sink in for a minute. There's 10 categories. He finished with 13 fucking points. His third dead last finish in the past 5 years. He also finished dead last in 2017 and 2018. Again, don't remember COVID year. His 13-point total is the lowest in the league, in the history of the league, since Travis fell off the face of the earth. Ripley finished with 18.5 in 2014. Russ, you remember Rip. I hope that guy's doing well. Third lowest ever. Can you guess? Alex! You guessed it right. Alex in 2018 with 25 points. You fucking suck, dude. Do better. I love you, but you got to do better. You're on probation right now. And if you ask me, you're on probation. Okay? And the only reason you're not out is because you actually won the fucking league. I told you, well, there's 8 between us 4, and there's 2 other people that have it. It's fucking Alex and Travis Ripley. So you get some sort of, I don't know, pass, but do better. But enough of the past. Let's break down this year, right? And let's recap the draft. Firstly, Bryce Harper. First pick of the draft. I got first pick. Yeah. Yeah, that was unlucky for you guys. But I got first pick. And Bryce Harper was not kept by Stokes. He won the MVP last year. So, Stokes, you're going to have to explain that one to me. But Bryce Harper's not kept, so I took him. And he tore the cover off the ball until he got hurt. And then, again, due to his 2 years of keeper eligibility, again, thank you, Stokes, I was able to trade Bryce Harper. 2.5 years of Bryce Harper, or 2 years and a month, I guess, for 8 weeks of Nolan Arenado and Michael Harris. It's a great trade, PJ. I know you're going to love Bryce the next 2 years. Win-win for both of us. Great doing business with you, sir. See you next year at the top, I bet. But really, the guy that you know I'm going to talk about, Aaron Judge. Third pick, 25th overall. Which means you all had a shot at him twice. You know? Let me read off his stats for you. They were good. He had 133 runs scored, 62 home runs, 131 RBI, 111 walks, 16 stolen bases, and an OPS of 1.111. Aaron Judge. You all thought 24 players were better than him. Most home runs in baseball. Most in the history of the AL. Aaron Judge. You know what? Love you, man. Love you, man. Probably gonna keep you. But you kind of choked the I'll keep you, though. Do you know who got the second most home runs in baseball, though? Anyone? Judge got the most. Who got the second most? That's right, Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber. 96th overall. 8th round pick. 100 runs scored. 46 home runs. 94 RBI. 86 walks. 10 stolen bases. Bet you didn't know that. The Schwarbs stole 10 for me. And 827 OPS. Schwarbs, we need a big weekend from you. Come back from the fighting Dusty Bakers. I'm okay. All right, but I'll speed this up. I know you guys, you want this to be over with. So let's the pitching. Let's talk about the pitching. Luis Castillo, 9th round pick. Luis Garcia for the Astros, 10th round pick. Chris Bassett, 11th round pick. Tristan McKenzie, 14th round pick. These are all guys that had career years. This is middle of the round guys that you gotta find, guys. Okay? For the 6 of you, or aren't there 4 of you that I mentioned? Or the 8 of you? How many people we got? We got 12? Jesus. Devin Williams. Devin Williams, 216th overall, 18th round pick. He had 26 holds and 15 saves for a total of 41 solds. Josh Hader, taken by Galv, 30th overall. Again, Devin Williams, 216th overall. Had 36 solds. All saves. Devin Williams, 5 more. You add that to free agent pickups. Mike Michaelis, April 28th, picked him up. Christian Javier, you might know that guy from the Astros, picked him up. Rafael Montero, Astros reliever, picked him up. Add all that to Shane Bieber in the second round, and that's how you build a championship staff, guys. And speaking of free agent pickups, you won't believe this, but this was the first time in the history of the league where I accidentally dropped someone. That's a true story, and I have no reason to make that up now. But I accidentally dropped someone. It was Jeremy Pena. I was drunk or high or both, and it was late, and I picked someone up, and it said you have to move someone to the IL or drop them, and Pena was hurt, so I clicked on him thinking I was moving to the IL, and I dropped him, And I didn't notice it for a full day. And then I had a decision to make. Like, do I bring it up to the league? Do I mention it? Do I say, hey, guys, you know, this is what happened. I fucked up. Please don't pick him up so I can have him back. I mean, he was shortstop's thin. And he's, like, arguably the lead front runner for AL Rookie of the Year. I'm not going to drop that guy. I'm not going to drop him. But I didn't. I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, I'll just put my waiver wire in. And, of course, Consul got him. But I didn't want to fucking win and have any excuses and any of that bullshit. So I just let it go. So, anyways, that happened. To round out the reminiscing, I'll let you get back to your night. My favorite pick of the draft was Rowdy Tellez. 241st overall, 21st round pick. When all you were just bitching about hurrying up with your picks, that's when championships are won, boys. Okay? What a year. Memories that will last me a lifetime. You know? And as I mentioned, I'll be using your money to play unlimited golf at Wild Horse Golf Club. One of the top 100 public golf courses in America. I can't thank you enough for that. I'll send you photos all the time. God bless you all. And I'll see you next year.